Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Today's been a busy one for me. Good, but busy. Um, and this evening it's going to get a little bit busier because my grandsons are coming to spend the night. Apparently we're going to camp in the backyard, so I'll have to remember to turn off the sprinklers. And we'll eat pizza and play video games and ride bikes and play catch, and it'll be a great time. For all the joy that I'm about to have, I've made kind of an odd choice for today's first pages. Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar. This is another one of those novels I read in college. It's a great novel, but it tells the tale, kind of autobiographical to a certain extent, about a young woman who's not having such a great time living and working in New York City. Plath, sadly, committed suicide before the book was ever published in America. It's the only novel she ever wrote. Here then is the first page or so of Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar. It was a queer, sultry summer, the summer they electrocuted the Rosenbergs. And I didn't know what I was doing in New York. I'm stupid about executions. The idea of being electrocuted makes me sick. And that's all there was to read about in the papers. Goggle-eyed headlines staring up at me on every street corner and at the fusty, peanut-smelling mouth of every subway. It had nothing to do with me, but I couldn't help wondering what it would be like, being burned alive all along your nerves. I thought it must be the worst thing in the world. New York was bad enough. By 9 in the morning, the fake, country wet freshness that somehow seeped in overnight evaporated like the tail end of a sweet dream. Mirage gray at the bottom of their granite canyons, the hot streets wavered in the sun. The car tops sizzled and glittered, and the dry, cindery dust blew into my eyes and down my throat. I kept hearing about the Rosenbergs over the radio and at the office till I couldn't get them out of my mind. It was like the first time I saw a cadaver. For weeks afterward, the cadaver's head, or what was left of it, floated up behind my eggs and bacon at breakfast and behind the face of Buddy Willard, who was responsible for my seeing it in the first place. And pretty soon I felt as though I were carrying that cadaver's head around with me on a string, like some black, noseless balloon stinking of vinegar. I knew something was wrong with me that summer, because all I could think about was the Rosenbergs, and how stupid I'd been to buy all those uncomfortable, expensive clothes, hanging limp as fish in my closet, and how all the little successes I'd totted up so happily at college fizzled to nothing outside the slick marble and plate glass fronts along Madison Avenue. I was supposed to be having the time of my life,